And the easiest way to think about it is this. The FBA tells us why a behavior is happening, and the BIP tells us what we're going to do about it.
Welcome to the Misfit Behaviorist Podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone. Today we're talking about two terms you hear all the time in special education and behavior support, the FBA and the BIP. And if you've ever wondered what the difference is, you're not alone. And we're going to break it down without the jargon. So an FBA is a functional behavior assessment. The BIP is a BIP, behavior intervention plan. And the easiest way to think about it is this. The FBA tells us why a behavior is happening, and the BIP tells us what we're going to do about it. Here's an example. Let's say your car won't start. You wouldn't immediately go out there and replace the battery and change the windshield wipers and change the tires and buy a new engine. First, you need to understand why the car isn't starting. So doing all those things is really just like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, right? You need to find out, is the battery dead? Did you run out of gas? This process of figuring out what's causing the problem is the FBA. And once you've identified the reason, then you can decide what to do next, whether it's charging the battery or filling the gas tank. That part is the BIP. And the same thing happens with behavior. So let's say a student is leaving their desk during independent work. Some teams immediately jump to solutions like give a consequence, move the seat, take away privileges. And I'm not saying any of those are wrong. But if you do have a behavior that's very frequent, very severe, very persistent, you want to understand why, what's the reason behind that behavior, why the student is leaving their seat, why the student is doing this behavior over and over again. Are they trying to escape work? Are they trying to seek attention? Are they looking for peer interaction? Do they need movement? Because if we don't fully understand the function of that behavior, again, we're basically back to throwing spaghetti at the wall. We're basically guessing. And sometimes those guesses may work, but a lot of times they don't. And so that's like a common mistake I see that teams start writing interventions before identifying the behavior, the function of the behavior. So the result is a behavior plan filled with strategies that like sound really, really good, but do not address what is maintaining that behavior. So a really good FBA when needed helps us identify those patterns. We do have a whole series on this podcast breaking down the FBA process. So definitely check that out if you're interested in more detail on the FBA process. We break down by episode. When does the behavior happen? When does it not happen? What happens before? We go over antecedents versus consequences. And so once you understand those patterns, you can create a BIP that actually matches the student's needs. So if we figure out why the behavior is happening first, and your intervention plan then becomes much more likely to be successful. So thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Misfit Behaviorist. And be sure to tune in next week for more tips and tricks. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss an episode.